welcome. My name is Jennifer. I'm a member of the National Heart and Lung Institute. Yeah. And I'm going to talk to you today about mitochondria. So what are mitochondria? Well, mitochondria are the batteries of your cells. You have mitochondria in every single cell in your body. And you look at my cell here. So we have a cell, and you have the nucleus of the cell that has all the DNA, which has all the blueprints of how to make everything in your body. And in each of the cells, you have lots of little mitochondria. And mitochondria are special little things that make a form of energy that your cells use called ATP. And ATP is used by your cells for everything. Everything that your cells do, it uses ATP to do it. And your heart, adenosine triphosphate. Yeah? So your heart, because it beats every second of every minute of every day of your life, is full of mitochondria. It's chock-a-block full. If you were to weigh your heart and you were to take out all of the mitochondria that are in your heart, the mitochondria account for about 40% of your heart by weight. They're huge numbers. I mean, normally your cell has a little bit. Your heart is full of them. And the amount of ATP, the amount of energy that your heart uses in one day is huge. So your heart, in just one day, the average human heart uses about 30 kilograms of ATP. That is 70 times the weight of an average heart. It's a huge amount. So these little mitochondria are working away. They're busy making ATP, and they're converting it, and they're giving it out for the cells to do different processes, and it's great. So it's happy away. Your heart gets lots of energy, so it can contract really strongly, and it's pumping the blood through your whole body. That's fantastic. Now, what happens if your mitochondria maybe aren't so efficient? Maybe they're not so good at it. Maybe they're a little bit sick. Maybe you have less than you should. Well, it's like having a weak battery. So this is the most hilarious thing I could find in my house to show you. This is a battery-operated sweater shaver, but it's got a really weak battery in it right now. It's not going to be shaving anything anytime soon. It's really weak, and it's not going to run very effectively. It's going to die very soon. This is like you having not very much energy. So you're going to feel really tired. You're not going to have a lot of energy, and you're not going to want to do a lot of things. And there are people that have a condition called heart failure, where their heart's not pumping effectively. And one of the things that can cause this heart failure is mitochondrial damage. So the only treatment that we have at present for treating heart failure is to give you a new heart. It's a bit extreme. So one of the things that we're doing research-wise at the National Heart and Lung Institute is we're trying to understand what causes these mitochondrial problems and how we can fix them. So we can help you fix your own heart, and you can keep it, and you can repair your own heart, and you don't have to have somebody else's. There's one really interesting thing about the mitochondria. So I mentioned your cell. Your cell has a nucleus that has the blueprint of all of it has your DNA and everything like that. Well, within your DNA, you have a copy of genes from your mother, and you have a copy of genes from your father. Your mitochondria have their own DNA, and you only get mitochondria from your mother. So your mitochondria is passed on from your mother, who got it from her mother, and so on and so forth. So if you ever see these DNA, where do you come from kind of kits, they can actually study your normal genes, your X and Y chromosomes, or the chromosomes in here, and they can find out where both of your parents came from. Or if they only want to find out where your mother came from, they can study your mitochondria. So that's the end of the talk. Are there any questions?